For the next demonstration, let us now remove the circle from the array and add simply the box as the first parameter. There is another property for determining the movement in the x-axis, and it is called the x%, and this will move the object horizontally but with specified percentage of the width of the element. I will show you an example. Here we are adding 200 in the x%. The object is 50 pixels by 50 pixels, right? So the 200 percentage of the 50 pixels is 100 pixels. So object will move 100 pixels horizontally from the initial position. Similarly, we can do the vertical movement by adding y%. Like the x% getting its value from the width of the object, so is y% gets its value from the height of the object. Next is scale property. 1 means its original size. 2 means double its size, 3 means 3 times, and so on and so forth. So it's n times the size. We can add also 0.5, which decreases the size of the original element to its half. The next property is opacity. In CSS, the value range of the opacity is between 0 to 1. 0 means it's completely transparent, and 1 means it's completely opaque. So if you put somewhere around 0.5, it gives somewhat translucent opacity. There is a property called transform origin. Initially, the transform origin is set to the center of the object, which means the transform origin 50% and 50%. The transform origin property determines the point around which an element should be transformed. When an element is transformed using CSS transform property, it rotates, scales, skews, or translates around a specific point, which is the transform origin. In our example, what if we set to transform origin 0% to 100%? This will rotate around the bottom left, and transform origin 100% and 0%, this will rotate around the bottom left. So you can play around with adjusting these two values to see which position that needs to be the center.